Oops. Alright, hello guys. So how are we all doing today? Hello guys. So we got the race coming up today in approximately 15 minutes or so. Yeah, so 15 minutes and then the race should be underway. Thank you for the subscription, Massimo Catio. So yeah, the national anthem is just currently going on. So do you guys think we're going to get an interesting race today? Or do you think it's just going to be a bore fest? Because, well, the last time we were at Imola, there were only 10 on-track overtakes, which, if we're being honest, isn't a lot at all. It's quite boring, if we're being honest, but that's what we thought at Mugello as well. We thought there wouldn't be any overtaking, so maybe, well, hopefully, there is a lot of overtaking. That'd be great. Okay, we've got 10 viewers. Can you guys hear me? Just to make sure, because yeah, no one's typed anything in the chat, so I don't really know if you guys can hear me. So we are looking forward. I don't think there's any rain predicted, but let's be honest, if the race gets a bit boring, they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a rain cloud like 12 miles away that could, you know, just suddenly teleport over the racetrack, but it's quite unlikely for it to rain. That's basically what the weather is telling us. Yep, so now, can you guys hear me? Can someone type in the chat, like, hopefully you can. I think, I mean, you should be able to hear me, but I'm not exactly sure. Seems like Gasly is having issues with his engine. Apparently it's some software issue, so the engine's completely fine, it's just the technical info is incorrect. Or there's something wrong, because he's had a best qualifying ever, so his best ever qualifying for AlphaTauri, and well, yeah, for him in AlphaTauri, and the last time AlphaTauri were this high in a non-wet qualifying session was in 1990 when they were called Minardi. So that is it's great from Pierre Gasly, for being honest, doing a great job. Maybe there's a conspiracy theory floating around that, you know, maybe Pierre Gasly is just driving a white coloured Red Bull and Alex Albon is driving a blue coloured AlphaTauri. You know? And Gasly's got a Senna tribute helmet, which is quite nice, if I'm being honest, because Lewis's who he looked up to was Senna, but he didn't change his helmet, so yeah. Yeah, and what do you think the fact that there was only one practice session could spice up the race? Because, well, usually they have like gigabytes of data, just like flowing for every single track from every single practice session, but now they have nothing, so you know, maybe this will spice it up. That's what happened in the American Grand Prix in 2018. I think it rained in free practice 1 and 2, and they didn't have any data, accurate data at least, for the race, and the race was an absolute banging race. So hopefully that can happen again. I think, and in the Nürburgring Grand Prix as well, it got completely cancelled, well, because of fog. FP1 and FP2 got cancelled, so then they didn't have any data, and that race was pretty interesting and fun as well. So hopefully we get a good race today. So the starting grid, if you guys don't know, is Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, Gasly, Ricciardo, Albon, Leclerc, Kvyat, Norris, Sainz, Perez. Oh well, it's on the screen, but yeah, okay, it's on the screen, so you can just have a look at it. And Verstappen, Hamilton and Bottas are the only people on medium tyres, so they'll probably continue a lot longer into their first stint than everyone else. Well, in the top 10 at least, they're the only people on medium tyres. Everyone else will probably be on mediums if they're 11th or lower. It's quite surprising to see Racing Point this far down in qualifying. Usually at least Perez does a good job and gets into Q2, Q3, but I think his starting P11 on the medium tyres will probably give him an advantage over Norris and Sainz, because they're going to have to start on mediums, and and Perez, well, if we're being honest, is very good at managing tyres. So I want Perez to do well. Hopefully he can do well, and that would be great if he did. Because, well, maybe Perez will get the seat at Red Bull, or maybe Hulkenberg, because, or Albon. Well, if Albon can do a good job. So he's on the soft tyres and Verstappen's on the medium. So maybe if Albon can get a few extra places into at the start, and then be behind Verstappen, and then just stick along behind him with the DRS, or just get into the top 4, you know, and then he'll have a battle with Gasly, because they always do. It's like fate just brings Gasly and Albon together to have a battle on track. But yeah, so welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. Well, is it? Oh, it's the Enzo Emeldino Ferrari Grand Prix. But yeah, welcome to Imola, and the race should be starting in 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, it's the first time in 3 years. Oh no, first time in a very long time that we've had 3 races in Italy, well, in any country in the same season, and it's the first time since, I think, Giovinazzi's the first person to have 3 races in his home country, or I think there was a American driver who also had that. But yeah, we have a lap of 63 races long today, and there are 19 turns on the track in Imola, and turn 1's a chicane like Ascari, so I think it'll be pretty difficult for them to overtake if they're going to. Oh, okay, we've got 44 viewers, guys. Oh, hello, all the new people. And if you can hear me, can you just type in the chat, or just type something in the chat, because I'm not 100% sure if you guys can hear me. I think you can, because you're still in the chat and watching the stream. So hopefully you can hear me. Yeah. So the C2, C3 and C4 tyres are being used today, and the medium is 0.6 slower than the softs, and the hards are 1.1 slower. Good afternoon, Jake. How are you doing? Hello, Alice. I'm just gonna say Alice because I don't know how to pronounce your second name. So, oh, thank you for the subscription. Let's see who's subscribed. Ooh, thank you for the subscription, guys. Any likes or subscribers would be very much appreciated. Thank you, Ahmed Fadil. Yeah, Fadil, for the subscription. I appreciate it very much. So yeah. So on the live stream we'll have the positions here, and then we'll have the gaps between the drivers here, and then there'll be the sector times, and then there'll be the lap times. So that's what will be on the, and then there'll be all of the drivers like maps on the map. All the drivers will be on the map. So yeah, the drivers really enjoy this track, so hopefully they'll be motivated to push and drive quickly, and we get an absolute banger of a race, because that will be very nice. The track is very narrow. I think it's I think it's 8 meters wide everywhere, and then on the main straight it's 10 meters wide. But in Portimao it was 15 meters wide and 8 meters. Oh, okay, we've got the tyres here now. So everyone starting 11th or lower is on the medium tyres except for Giovinazzi, and Hamilton, Bottas and Verstappen are on the medium tyres, and then everyone else is on the softs. So yeah, now they're just on the formation lap. It doesn't show up, the cars don't show up until the formation lap, until the race starts. Like on the formation lap they're going around, but it doesn't show up on the map until after. So yeah, we've got the pit stop strategies as just a one stop really. It's just mediums to softs or softs to mediums. The tyre wear doesn't seem that high on the here in Imola, so it's quite likely that we're just going to get a one stop race, but hopefully it can still be a good. Quite a lot of one stop races have been good races, so hopefully. Oh yeah, the bot has just put in my Twitter and Instagram, so if you guys could follow that, you guys can follow that if you want. It would be appreciated very much. Oh, Bottas has had a lock up on the formation lap. That is quite, well, he's already flat spotted his tyres, which is not a good sign to come, but yeah. Giovinazzi is starting last, but he's made up positions he's made up positions every single lap one of every race this year, so it's quite likely that he will make up some positions. And yeah. Oh, hello Eunice. It's nice to see people coming to the streams every week. So yeah. Right. So the race has started there. It's on. All the drivers are on there. And yeah. Here we go. It's lights out and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. Oh, we've got yellow flags. Oh no. It's gone back to green flags. Oh, it's yellow flags again. Okay. I think we have a safety car. But I don't know why we have a safety car. Oh, Stroll and Magnussen have had issues. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Magnussen's retired in like retired 6 times in the last 8 races, I think, which is quite unfortunate. I mean, it's Magnussen, so, but yeah. And Stroll's last because he probably had a collision with Magnussen, so. Yeah, track is very narrow. They nearly ran off the edge of the circuit. Albon's lost 1 position instead of gaining positions. And at least Verstappen's ahead of Hamilton, so we can get some interesting. So yeah. That's what's going on now. And we are back racing. Alright. So we've got Gasly has lost 1 position and Ricciardo's made 1 up. So Ricciardo's the highest soft tyre runner, and Giovinazzi, I told you guys, he made up 6 positions on lap 1. What a lap 1. Oh, Vettel down in 15th and Leclerc's up in 6th, so that's unfortunate, but hopefully. Hamilton set the fastest first sector while being in the dirty area of Max Verstappen, which does not indicate good things, but But yeah. So yeah, we're going. Perez is still 11th. He hasn't made up any positions. So. Oh, Verstappen's putting the fastest lap. So that's good. Stroll broke his front wing and he's had to pit, so that's why he's plumb last. What happened to him? Let's see. Oh yeah, he got kind of chopped off by Ocon, and then he ran into the gravel because he had no downforce. So yeah, and Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen are already pulling away from the rest of the pack, which is kind of expected, to be honest, but Albon isn't keeping up. Albon is, what, 2 seconds slower than Verstappen. So, yeah, but Albon's in dirty air, so maybe. But it seems quite likely that either Perez or Hulkenberg will replace him at Red Bull. So yeah. So that's been lap 1. Russell is P13. Maybe, I don't know. There'll have to be some more DNFs or something if he's going to get any points. So do you guys think this track should be on the calendar next year? Do you think they should include it instead of Monza, or do you think Monza's a better track? If you could only choose one track in Italy, would you choose Mugello, Monza, or Imola? Oh, Hamilton's just put in fastest lap, 0.3 quicker than Verstappen and Bottas. So yeah, what do you guys think? Which track would you like to see at next year from Italy? I think I would. I don't really know. Well, I'll tell you after this race, because if this race is good, then. Oh, Vettel tapped Magnussen, but I don't think it was Vettel's fault. I think it was just a tiny little tap on the start of lap 1. Ooh, there's a piece of Stroll's front wing just next to the racetrack. I think they should just call a safety car. Just declare safety car right now. And yeah. You'd pick Monza. Monza looks good. Tricky in the first corner. Yeah, it's hard to overtake. Well, Monza races, the race at Monza are quite interesting because, well, there's just a lot of DRS and slipstream, and it's just like loads of dive bombs into turn 1 and then the next chicane as well. And last year's race at Monza was very good because, well, we had the battle between Leclerc and Hamilton, and then Leclerc and Bottas, which was very nice. It's a very nail-biting, interesting race, Monza last year. Bottas is setting faster lap times than Hamilton now, so it seems like the dirty air has made Hamilton slower, but so yeah, that has been the first 5 laps of the race. Not that many overtakes, so yeah, I guess it is pretty hard to overtake. The gaps between the drivers are quite big as well. The closest gap is between Sainz and Norris, which are both battling away and allowing Perez to gain on them, and Perez on the medium tyres, so yeah. Oh, we've got 126 viewers now. Thanks all of you guys for tuning in. Subscriptions and likes would be appreciated. Just liking the stream will just make it pop up to more people, and then more people can watch, and then more people in the chat, and then the stream just becomes better and better. So yeah. They have removed the front wing of Stroll, so there aren't going to be any safety cars to remove Stroll's wing. Oh, the stewards are having a look at Magnussen and Vettel, but I don't think there should be a penalty because it was lap 1, and lap 1 Verstappen basically just took out Perez and didn't get a single penalty, which is quite unfair. So, you know, yeah. Hamilton saying it's very hard to follow, which is quite clear, because they need quite a bit of downforce through the corners, and well, you lose a lot of downforce the closer you get. So it seems like they're gonna have some issues following. Overtaking issues shouldn't be that bad though. Yeah, we've got both Hasses running P17 and P19. So, who do you guys think's gonna be running the new Haas? Who are the two new drivers that are gonna be in Haas? Do you think they're gonna get like Hulkenberg in? Well, the other person who doesn't go to Red Bull, because if you get offered a Red Bull seat and a Haas seat, you're gonna take the Red Bull seat. Like, come on. So, which two drivers do you think are gonna get the seat at Haas? I think whoever wins Formula 2 will get a seat, and then I think the other one, like either Perez or Hulkenberg, but Perez doesn't want to go to Haas because he said he wants to be motivated to do, to like win. So. Oh, the pit lane here is 27 seconds long, which is nearly as long as Silverstone. Silverstone's 33 seconds, I think, and that's the longest pit lane in the whole calendar. So they're definitely going to try and do a one-stop race. Like there's just no chance that they're going to that the soft tyres. Any other strategy could be any quicker. Oh, there's a train forming behind George Russell. Russell, then Giovinazzi, then Vettel, then Raikonen. So yeah, choo choo DRS train. Mick Schumacher and Hulkenberg. Okay. I think Mick Schumacher, if he wins it, I think even if Gasly's had an issue, I think. Yeah, or he's pitted. He might have pitted. Oh yeah, Gasly's. They have an issue with Gasly's car. They're gonna have to retire him. So that's an F in the chat. So can we have some Fs, please? And yeah, they had some issues with his car and its terminal, so they can't fix it anymore. They can't fix it with like a restart at the car or something. That just puts Russell one step closer. Yeah, it just doesn't seem right, Hulkenberg going to Haas. So we don't know. How many points does Lewis need to be world champion? I'm not sure, but it's quite likely that Hamilton. Well, it's basically confirmed that Hamilton's going to win, unless Hamilton gets like 3 DNFs and Bottas wins those 3 races. But But yeah. So that is what is going on. 9 laps into, well, no, 11 laps. Wait, 9 laps? I think they need like 38, I think. Need 38. Okay. I don't know what you mean. But yeah. Ricciardo's pulled away from Leclerc. So yeah. Oh, Verstappen is quicker in all of the corners compared to the Mercedes, but they're just losing time on the straights. Oh, so if Verstappen can get into the DRS, then he can. You know, just catch up with Bottas maybe. Hamilton should set a fastest first sector. So, yeah. Oh, Grosjean was lapping at the same pace as Bottas. That must be a mistake, I think. Alex needs to get past Charles and Daniel to retain his seat. Yeah. He needs to be fourth because Red Bull is the second fastest car, and he just needs to, like, last year it was the third fastest car or the second fastest car, like, depending on the race. So he needs to be minimum top 6 every single race. Like, that's all Red Bull really need of a second driver. Yeah, Hamilton set the fastest first sector, but then Bottas went and banged in two more fastest sectors and then set the fastest lap as well, just to emphasize the fact that he's got clean air and he's just destroying the well, not destroying exactly, but yeah. So that is what is going on in the race. So we haven't got that many overtakes, if we're being honest. So the race might be just like the race might just be like pretty boring. But Giovinazzi had to pit. He started on the soft tyres and he is pitting already after 12 laps, so he's going to have to go 40 laps on the medium tyres, which is going to be pretty tough. Oh, and we've got Vettel and Raikonen again together. Vettel and Raikonen are always just next to each other on the track, you know, just battling away. Hamilton's got team radio saying right front does not feel great. So, the right front is in perfect condition. I think that's what he means, if we're being honest, because I think it was last race, wasn't it? He was like, Bono, my tyres are dead. And then he just set like fastest lap after fastest lap. Which, well, I don't think his tyres are ever dead, if we're being honest, unless you're at Silverstone. And in that case they blow up. So yeah. Let's all press X in the hopes Vettel will win a podium in Italian soil for the last time. I mean, I'll do it as well. I'll type X. But I just don't. I really want Vettel to get a podium. Like, he's my favourite driver, but I just don't see it happening, you know. I think next week when we go to, oh no, not next week, in 2 weeks' time when we go to Turkey, that will be, Vettel's has won quite a few times in Turkey, and he's just been good around there. But he also had that issue with Webber. So yeah. Oh, hello, Strix, is that how you say it? Yeah. Christian Horner's saying that the dirty air is affecting the tyres pretty badly, so it seems like Hamilton and Verstappen are going to have to pit a lot earlier than Bottas. Yeah, Milan brands, just don't continuously spam emojis, or it'll like block the message. I had to put it in because before we had people in the chat just spamming, like advertising their own like stuff, so I had to just put that in. So sorry about that. But yeah, so we've had loads of pit stops now. Ocon, Norris, Leclerc have all pitted. Max, yeah. I mean, he's just putting fastest lap now, so yeah, Super Max, I guess. He's the only one who can drive that Red Bull car, if we're being honest. Albon's pit, Kvyat's pit. Yeah. So yeah. I think Sainz is trying an overcut maybe, because he hasn't pitted yet. So I guess his tyres just must be doing well. But he said that he is more violent with the steering wheel than Norris. So we don't know. Oh, okay. Everyone's pitting onto the hard tyres because well, they didn't have all the data, so they didn't know how much what the things would be like. They didn't know what the tyre wear would be like because they only had one practice session. So everyone's on the 80. How many laps today? There are 63 laps today. Oh, Bottas has just put a lap in the 18s, which is very nice. So it just seems like Bottas has got the best tyres, like. Oh, the hard tyres have warmed up and Leclerc nearly crashes into Ricciardo. So yeah, he's just locked up. Oh, Hamilton, Bottas has just gone put another fastest lap in. What's his radio? Oh, okay. The radio's just been you've got to give everything you've got. Just maximum effort. So he's just putting in them fastest laps after fastest laps, which is good. Oh, it's Hamilton. I think this meme where I think it's Professor McGonagall is like, whenever something happens, why is it always you three? Whenever a podium happens, why is it always Bottas, Verstappen and Hamilton? I think that fits very well. It fits basically every single weekend as well, if we're being honest. So yeah, they've pulled away by like I think 20-ish seconds by the rest of the field in 20ish laps. Well, just under 20 laps, but still. And Bottas has just gone fastest lap again. Sorry for that. I just tapped my mic by accident. And he's just set another fast lap. Boom! And he's lapping 4 tenths quicker than Hamilton. But Hamilton's just gone and put a fastest first sector in. So, yeah. Oh, we've got 55 viewers. I appreciate all of everyone tuning in. How did Gasly go out? Gasly had an issue with his car. It didn't explode or anything, but there's apparently a terminal issue with the engine, so they had to retire the car. What has anyone pitted? Yeah, I think so. Ricciardo, Leclerc, Albon, Kvyat, Sainz, Norris, Russell, Ocon, and Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and Stroll have all pitted. Albon has just overtaken Kvyat. So yeah, Verstappen's just pit now. So Verstappen has just boxed, and Hamilton's putting a fastest first sector because Hamilton's going to try and overcut him. Almost everyone on the softs came in. Yeah, everyone on the softs, because the soft tyres didn't last very long. They underestimated the tyre wear because they only had one practice session yesterday. So yeah. Yeah, Bottas has just put in the fastest middle sector because Verstappen's just pit. So we need to check out Verstappen's sector times. He is, I think, yeah, it was the engine. They had a terminal issue with the engine. They said car on the radio, but nothing else can be wrong. Bottas has just gone for a fastest lap that is 5 tenths quicker than his other one. Oh my god. And he's just boxed now, so Verstappen put in a sector time that's 3 tenths quicker than Bottas. Ooh. Okay. Verstappen's put in a fastest final sector as well. So I think Verstappen might be able to undercut. Bottas's pit, I think. Verstappen's closing up on Bottas because Bottas has cold tyres, but he does have DAS to heat the tyres up, so yeah. 163 viewers. This is great, guys. Any likes and subscriptions would be very much appreciated. I stream every race weekend basically, and I'm planning to make race previews. So probably for Turkey, I'll do a lap, I'll do a lap on the simulator, and then I will record that, and then I'll give some interesting facts about Turkey. So yeah, that's the plan with my channel. Bottas is weaving all over the place to try and get tyre temperature. And Lewis is doing an overcut. He's just extending his pit stops. He's extending his pit stop. Extending his stint, sorry. That's what I meant. So Hamilton is preserving his tyres as usual. Quite good at that. But yeah, if he can stretch it out 20 laps, then maybe he could go on softs. But I don't think the soft tyres only lasted 12 laps, but that was on max fuel, so it would be a bit longer. So maybe like, and because it's Hamilton, let's say 20 laps. So it'd have to go 40 laps on the medium tyres. Bottas is still squirming around for grip, and I think Verstappen is in the DRS. Yes, just. I think. Oh, he's just outside. He might. Maybe if he. Oh no, but he's got no engine power. Oh, thank you for the subscription. I will check out who is subscribed. Yeah, they can't change the engine mode anymore, or Verstappen would have went into like quali mode to try and catch up with Bottas. So, yeah, that is unfortunate. Thank you for the subscription, Reese Ritchie. I appreciate it very much. Is Verstappen closing in on Bottas? Yeah. I think. Yeah, he's closing up. I think the gap's now just under a second, 0.9. So yeah. Hamilton's lapping quicker than both Verstappen and Bottas right now, though. So yeah, don't really know what to say because Hamilton always has tyre life left in his. Oh, hello, Matthias. How are you doing? So yeah, we've got Perez. Perez is lapping quicker than everyone in the. Oh, Bottas has damage on the floor. Oh no. No, Vettel hasn't pitted yet. Oh no. Verstappen is. I think if Verstappen tries to overtake Lewis, then. Oh, Verstappen tries to overtake Bottas, then they'll lose time, and then Lewis will get them both in the pit stop phase. So I don't know what they really should do. I know. Let's just imagine if they haven't pitted and they're just like 4th, 5th, 6th. That would be great. So yeah, currently. Oh, Hamilton's just gone and put a lap into the 17s. Yep. I think Hamilton might be able to do an overcut. Yeah, Hamilton's doing quicker lap times by like a full second compared to Bottas and Verstappen. So I think if they pit him at the right time, just before his tyres go off the cliff, I think that Hamilton will get ahead of Verstappen. So yeah, that is what's going on. 23 laps into the race. Particularly bad pits for Hamilton. No, Hamilton hasn't pitted yet, but yeah, Vettel hasn't pitted. But Perez is doing quicker lap times than everyone who started on the soft tyres. He's doing quicker lap times by a sort of a 7 tenths to a full second quicker. So it seems like Perez will be able to get some of the people after he pits. Vettel isn't. Well, Vettel's done his personal best, so he is. Yeah, he's 2 tenths quicker, so hopefully he can equal Leclerc. But there's damage to the left floor, like on the floor of Bottas's car on the left hand side, so he has left downforce, so he's going slower. It seems like well, they're not doing team orders, but what happened to Bottas? Bottas, yeah, I explained it. He's got damage on the left side of the floor, so he's got less downforce from the diffuser. Yeah, Verstappen's complaining about the battery recharging slowly, and he has fallen away by 5/10 compared to Bottas, so it seems like he is going to fall off. And Hamilton's going, what, 6/10 quicker than Bottas and 9/10 quicker than Verstappen. Oh no, he's only going 1/10 quicker than Bottas and 4/10 quicker than Verstappen. So I think it's just going to be another average F1 race, Mercedes 1-2. That's probably what's going to happen. Oh, we've got 180 views, maybe hitting 200. So if you guys have got any friends that watch F1 or anything like that, sharing it would be very much appreciated. Latifi hasn't pitted yet, and if he pits, he will probably go down to like P15, P16. So yeah, that's. But yeah. Yeah, the pit lane is. Seems like the pit lane, yeah. The pit lane is very long, but do you think Hamilton will stay in F1 in 2021, or? I think he'll stay 2021 for sure, because next year it's basically guaranteed. Well, it's not basically guaranteed, but no, it's basically guaranteed that Mercedes are going to be the fastest car, or if not, they're not going to fall down like Ferrari did, basically. And as long as Mercedes is the fastest car, it's Hamilton's going to beat Bottas in the championship, so then Hamilton will keep it and then be the most successful driver in F1, and then he'll just leave. Oh, hello, Sigander Jola. We blame the other teams for the dominance of Mercedes. Yeah, I mean, Mercedes have just been doing a good job, but the thing is with the prize money as well, with the prize money that they get, Mercedes get more money and then they can spend more money as well. I mean, we can all debate over who's the best driver. I think we can have a solid, like, 5-hour stream of just debating who is the best driver, and we wouldn't get to a conclusion. Because we could say Hamilton in his Mercedes years, or Schumacher in his Ferrari days, or Vettel in his Red Bull days. All of them are just the best they could have been. Yeah, Cliffboy10, there was an article. Hamilton himself said he was worried about the fans because of Vettel's dominance, and then Hamilton just wins so many championships in a row. So yeah, Mercedes have a. Oh, not showing lapped cars. Yep, I shall change that. Yeah, there are the lapped cars now. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, Mercedes have I mean, they're bringing in the budget cap for next year as well, so hopefully that can close the gap. Yeah, I've changed it. They all go grey though, just to show that they're lapped. Oh, Leclerc and Magnussen are battling. We'll get back to the best driver debate. Oh my God, Leclerc's just gone around the outside of Magnussen at the hairpin at turn 8 or turn 7, I think. Oh, Albon's. Oh, there's a big battle between Magnussen, Albon, and Kvyat. I think no one's lapped. Oh no, there are people lapped. They're showing up as grey on the track. How is Bottas doing in the race? Is he anywhere near Hamilton's pace? Yeah, he's only 2/10 slower than Hamilton, and Hamilton is still yet to pit, and yeah, so it will be very close. But Hamilton's just set 2 fastest purple sectors, so it seems like he'll probably pit very soon. Oh, okay, there's yellow flags. Ooh, I think there might be. I would say, depending on to answer your question before of if everyone had the same car, who would be the fastest? I think, well, because I'm a Vettel fan, I would definitely say it's Vettel, because Vettel was just so good at qualifying in his, like, it depends on the car basically, but if the car was how everyone likes it, I think Vettel would be the fastest. But that's just me because I'm a Vettel fan. But yeah, oh yeah, Ocon's out, and there's a safety. Is it safety car? I'm not sure. Yeah. What happened to Gasly? Gasly had an engine issue, so that's what happened to Gasly. Unfortunately, he was having a great race up until that point, but Perez has pitted and he's gone P7. Oh, it's a safety car. Let's go. Wait, no, that means Hamilton's P1. Oh my god. Right. I'm not hating on Hamilton, but I'm just saying it gets a bit boring. But yeah, that means everyone who hadn't pitted, so that means Vettel, Raikonen and Latifi can all get a free pit stop, and then, you know, kaboom. So that maybe Vettel can get a good result and not fall back, you know. VSC, oh, is it a VSC? I think if Vettel can get round to the pits, if Vettel, Raikkonen and Latifi can get round to the... Oh, Williams could score points. Guys, is it a safety car or is it a virtual safety car? Esteban, it's Toto. Yeah. Could that mean it's a Vettel podium? I think a podium with Hamilton, Verstappen, and Bottas still in the race is highly unlikely. But wait, did Vettel pit? I think he pit. Well, I'm not sure actually, but yeah. So that's what's going on in the race. Yeah. Oh, my stream is just it's just turned off. Okay, my computer is just turned off. Oh no, it's resuming. Okay, right. I can't see the race currently, so I can't commentate, but I can look at the data. So yeah, Hamilton's ahead of Bottas, and hopefully Vettel, Raikkonen and Latifi got to pit. I think they did. Yeah, I think they did pit. Vettel P4. That's great. Yeah, you can kind of tell I'm a Vettel fan, but yeah, I guess everyone supports someone, so. Yeah, Hamilton's just been lucky again. It's always Bottas who's unlucky, which is just really unfortunate, really, if we're being honest. But yeah, I know he can. If Hamilton wants more front downforce, Hamilton tells Mercedes to get more front downforce, and then why Gasly DNF? Gasly had an engine issue. Well, kind of engine issue. they they said they have a terminal issue with Gasly's car, so they had to pit. Oh, Vettel, Raikonen, and Latifi haven't pitted yet. Oh. Hamilton on which tyre compound? Hamilton's on the hard tyres. Yeah, the only people left to pit are Vettel, Raikkonen and Latifi. So yeah. Yeah, same at Red Bull as well. That's right. That's why it's so difficult for anyone else to come in and drive Verstappen's car because, well, the Red Bull car, because Verstappen likes a car that has got a lot of that's very pointy and has a lot of front downforce, and he doesn't really care too much about rear downforce, which is basically. And yeah, and then Albon, loads of people can't drive like that. Like Vettel prefers rear downforce, and apparently Verstappen just likes a lot, like a bit too much front downforce, basically. So it's basically undrivable for everyone else. Oh. I think the timing of the virtual safety car messed up Vettel, Raikkonen and Latifi, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, Hamilton's been lucky loads of times, if we're being honest. Like, not just those races, like some other things he gets lucky with. Vettel hasn't pitted because there was a virtual safety car, but he was at the wrong part of the track to pit, so. But if you were Ferrari and Vettel is doing badly, they should have just pit him, and then the virtual safety car, they could have gained time anyway, so. But we never know, like. Well, this is the debate again, isn't it? Has he just had a good has he just had a good car, or is he an amazing driver? So, yeah, Kimi's doing well, but he's still got to pit, so he will probably. Well, let's see. Where Latifi comes out, he'll come out like 2 places ahead of Latifi. So that means I think P15 is where. So Raikkonen will probably come out in P14 or P13. P14 though. So if you guys any likes and subscriptions would be appreciated very much, because it would just help the stream out and then help the whole channel as a whole. Do you guys like the content that I have on my channel right now, or do you want something else, like some different kind of stuff? Because I'm not sure what, I'm not 100% sure on what I should put on the channel, so it's probably best to ask the people who watch it, like you guys. Alright, let's get back to the race. So, Leclerc, Albon, Kvyat, Sainz, Norris, Russell have all set their personal best lap time. So that's basically everyone who everyone who started on the soft tyres has set their personal best lap now. So yeah. Yeah. He's always, yeah. Content is fine, okay. Yeah, just some funny clips and stuff. Vettel's just putting a 19 dead basically, which is the same time as Leclerc, and Vettel's doing it on 30 lap old medium tyres. This is good content for you viewers, which is us, so I don't think there's any more to do. Okay. Oh, Bottas is locked up and Verstappen's following down the straight. I think it's part of Hamilton's strategy to give the impression. I don't think how many laps are left? 26 laps are left. I don't think Mercedes tell Bottas what Hamilton is saying on the radio. Yeah, I mean, guys, like I could genuinely do a full live stream, just debating about who is the fastest driver. But I don't think it would get anywhere, because unless they were all in the same car across the course of the season, we would not know who is the fastest driver, and they wouldn't have any DNFs, and it would be all fair, and no one would get a slipstream off anyone or anything. So. Yeah, I think they should have pitted Vettel by now, because unless they're trying to. Yeah. Bottas had damage from lap 2, so he's been doing pretty good considering he had damage, but yeah, he's had damage since lap 2, so that is why he can't keep up with Hamilton. But Hamilton is, what, 7/10 quicker a lap, so yeah, it's quite significant damage. I don't think there's any point of sharing the info, because most of the info is probably just Hamilton like complaining about his tyres. Like, they'll tell him his lap times and stuff, and which corners he's slower, but they won't tell him unless they're like for sure, unless they can see in the data that the tyres are gone off. Yeah, unless they see anything in the data, they're not going to tell Bottas, because Hamilton could just be lying for all we know. So yeah, I think, well, we don't really know, because maybe this is the debate, you know, who is the best driver. Well, currently I think it's Verstappen. Verstappen's been driving absolutely amazing, and just and be doing a great job in that Red Bull car, but we haven't seen him alongside Hamilton ever, like in equal machinery at least. So we have no idea. Has Vettel? Oh, Vettel's just pit. Okay. Yep, Vettel P14. So, any chance that Verstappen overtakes Bottas? I think, I think, yeah, there is quite there's a chance because he's only half a second behind. So. Yeah, Vettel is P14, exactly where he started, if we're being honest, so... So, yeah. Oh, Ferrari can't do a pit stop. Come on. 13 seconds. If he was 13 seconds closer, he would have been just behind Sainz. Oh my god. Can Ferrari not pit? Cannot. Oh, Ferrari. It's all part of the great Ferrari master plan, guys. You know? Well, let's see what happened to Vettel's pit stop then. Yeah. Verstappen set the fastest first sector, which is quite good. Verstappen overtakes Bottas. Yeah, yeah. What an overtake. Pretty good. I mean, Bottas has damage, but still pretty good for a Red Bull. Like, Verstappen's driving and absolutely amazing, so. Yeah. We've got 65 viewers. Oh, that's nice. Any likes and subscriptions would be appreciated very much. Oh, we nearly hit 200. The highest was 194. Maybe we can get a few more. So yeah, Albon is P8. Well, he's 2 times the position where he should be. And Hamilton's just gone and put in the fastest lap now because Verstappen's just gone into P2. If someone from the top 10 retires, Russell could score points. He's 5 seconds behind Norris though, so he would have to overtake Norris. Oh no, yeah, no, you're correct actually, because Raikonen's going to have to pit, so... Yeah, Bottas locked up again. Verstappen on the radio is just like, send it. Yep, and Verstappen's just pulled away by what, 1.5 seconds just this last lap. See, it took him that long to overtake Bottas because, and that's with dirty air. That's just dirty air for you. Because he was 1.5 seconds a lap quicker, and it took him that many laps to overtake him. So, yeah, that's just dirty air for you. Only got 19 laps of the race left now. Yeah, it would be great if Russell could score points. Like, but I don't see anyone DNFing. I mean, you can't really predict a DNF, but no one's had any issues, at least in the top. Like, on the radio, no one's been like, oh, you've got to switch to mode 7 or something to save the engine, so... Yeah, rip Senna. Perez has scored at every single race this year, every single race he's done this year, and he still hasn't got a seat for next year. Which is just the cruelty of F1, if we're being honest. How many more laps? Yeah, 18 laps. I think Torpedo takes out Albon, imagine. Yeah. Raikonen still needs to pit, yeah. He is P4, but he will probably be, I think, P14, P13 if he pits. So, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Oh, we're on 186 viewers. Maybe just hit 200 viewers. You know, that'd be very nice. Just load it up on your phone, you know, as well as your computer, just to get 200 viewers. Yeah, this race is pretty boring. There's not that many overtakes, so. Yeah, this constructors championship is getting very interesting for the third position. We have, wait, I'll check the exact standings, but um, we have, if Checo improves or stays in the same position, then P3 will be in the hands of. Well, there are quite a few races left. Perez will overtake Raikonen. Yeah, Perez will overtake him. But yeah, the in the constructors championship we have Racing Point on 126 points, McLaren on 124 points, Renault on 120 points, and Ferrari on 93 points. So, who do you guys think is going to get P3 in the constructors championship? Because, well, we have 3 people within 6 points, I think, and I think it's a sizable. I think it's like £4 million, the difference between P5 and P6 in the constructors championship. So they definitely want to get the £4 million. Hamilton's just set fastest lap again. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just unfortunate, really. He kind of has to, yeah. Raikkonen pit, and he's just and of course he's next to Vettel, because Vettel and Raikkonen are like magnets on a racetrack. F, yeah, F in the chat. Maybe Raikkonen can make up a place on Russell and Norris. George Russell is P11. Oh, Russell is P11, guys. So close to points, yeah. That's why I read your message right after I've said it. Ooh, we're on 1,098 subscribers. Just 2 more subscribers, guys, and we hit 1,100. That'd be great if we could hit 1,100 today. Just a nice round number. Oh, we've got a safety car or a virtual safety car? I think it's a virtual safety car. Oh, if Raikkonen had just stayed out that tiny little bit. Yeah, Verstappen has just had. Oh no. Yeah, you'll get blocked if you spam no too many times, but yeah, Verstappen is out. Yeah, guys, can we have a? We need Fs in the chat, not new. Well, yeah, news are fine, but Fs. Oh, Perez is gonna get podium, guys. Oh my God, Perez, and he doesn't have a seat for next year. Face palming so hard right now. Ooh, Williams could get. Well, no, because Yeah, Russell's in the points. Oh my god, we were talking about this just 10 seconds ago. Ten laps left, safety car. Ooh, hoo, hoo. This could be tasty. Yeah, but Raikkonen's on soft tyres behind Russell, so Russell's gonna have to get like one hell of a restart if he's gonna make up a few positions on the restart if he's gonna get points. Bottas has pit for soft tyres, so maybe we can get a race between Bottas and Hamilton. That might be interesting. Yeah, it's not Max's fault, it's just, I think he had like a tyre failure. Tyre failure, maybe. I think, why is Perez pit? Why is Perez just pit? Oh my god, racing point strategy. I know, I just can't. Oh, Arthur Morgan, did you? Oh, yeah, something broke at the, and then he just spun. Oh no! Why did they pit Perez? They could have kept him out ahead. Vettel's out. Vettel can't have crashed in the... What? It says Vettel's out. Vettel can't have crashed under the safety car. Why does it say Vettel's out? He's still driving around the track. I have no idea why it says Vettel's out. Okay. Oh, why have they pit Russell? They have literally, Russell was in the points and they just pit Russell. Oh my god. And Perez had newer tyres compared to Ricciardo as well. No, Hamilton also pit for softs. Yeah, I don't know why they pit Russell. Yeah, the right rear tyre apparently just, yeah, just don't... Oh, Russell is just... Oh... What happened to him? Was he just warming up the tyres and just done a Grosjean? He was going to get points as well. Oh no, Russell's just... Yeah. Oh, that is so... Oh. It's the Williams master plan. And Perez is on the soft tyres. Could Perez overtake 3 people in, what, 9 laps? 8 laps? Oh, Russell sat there. Oh, this is so... Oh, I don't know what to say. They should not have pit Perez because Perez had fresher tyres than Ricciardo, and Perez is a good driver. So I don't think they should have pit him. Oh yeah, they could. That's what. That's why I think they pit Perez because, well, Verstappen had tyre failure, so that it probably wouldn't have been the best thing to, you know. Yeah, Kvyat, P7. I mean, Gasly would have done better, but yeah, still pretty good from Kvyat. I don't think Kvyat has a seat next year as well. I think that's just Kvyat done with F1 really. Unless he can go to, unless he's going to go to Haas, but you know, oh, oh, they're not even going to get that many laps left now. It seems like they're only going to get so 7 laps. So Perez is going to have to do some pretty quick overtaking on those soft tyres if he's going to if he's going to get that podium back. Perez will probably have to like overtake Albon, like on the safety car restart, then get Leclerc on the next lap, and then have to chase down Ricciardo, and then do some amazing lap dive bomb into the hairpin, and then just Russell crashed into the wall, like he just spun it and just crashed into the wall. Like, Racing Point is just doing Racing Point things. I mean, yeah, they should have. I think Racing Point should have just left him out because. But whatever. I'm not the Racing Point strategist, and yeah. Technically, the soft tyres are 1.1 seconds quicker than yeah, it seems like Christian Horner said that it was an instantaneous puncture. It seems like we're going to get a safety car restart now. It will. Well, I'm not sure yet, but all the drivers have caught up to the back, so hopefully we get 6 racing laps maybe, and that will make it possible, but very difficult for Perez to get his podium back. But alright, green flag, here we go. This sabotaging thing, I don't think, because Ferrari need to get as much money as possible because they're not finishing third. So I think that they're going. Kvyat is just. Oh my god, Albon. Has Albon crashed? Kvyat's just overtaken. Yeah, Albon had an issue. Oh no. Both Red Bull cars out the points. Kvyat is P4. Albon spun. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I think Ricciardo's going to get that podium, or it might be Kvyat. But I don't think it's Perez. Yeah, a disaster for Red Bull. Just a weekend to forget. I mean, he did a good job to. What a restart. This is great. A Russian song starts playing and Kvyat, yeah. Oh, let's see if Perez. You want a Kvyat podium? Yeah, Hamilton's just said see you later to Bottas. So yeah, it's Hamilton then Bottas, and then now let's see who can get third. Cyril gets 2 tattoos. Yeah. Oh, Ricciardo's gonna. I think if Ricciardo gets the podium, he'll do a shoey. Max had a tyre failure. So, yeah. And Ricciardo is pulling away, well, Kvyat is pulling away from Leclerc. And there's just a train forming behind Leclerc, so... Ooh. Oh. A 1-2 if yeah. It seems like they're going to get a 1-2. Yeah, I think Mercedes have won the Constructors' Championship. Yeah, this race, they've just won it. Right, Perez versus Leclerc. It's now Perez's chance. He needs to get a good exit off the final corner and then just absolutely send it down. Albon spun on the safety car restart. He did a Sbinalla. Ooh, Kvyat might just send one hell of a dive bomb in right at the end of the race because he's a Kvyat. Well, because he was a torpedo. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, if Hamilton and Bottas crash, but I don't think that's going to happen because they're so far away from each other on the track right now. Just Red Bull drivers. No, I don't know. Yeah, Kvyat is too far behind. Now you might. He is within DRS, but just barely so. Ooh, has Perez got ahead of Leclerc? No. Yep, it seems like Ricciardo's going to get a second podium. Oh, if Latifi can get past Giovinazzi, he'll get 1 point. And then he'll get a point before Russell, who is clearly the better driver. Russell's clearly the better driver. A stunt devils. Hamilton's just set a 1:15.44. A 1:15.4. Oh my. Mercedes are going to get a 1-2 fastest lap. And that's it. So yeah. Perez P6 could have got a podium if he didn't pit. But Racing Point strategy. That is what it is for you. So yeah, so the order is Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Norris, Raikonen, Giovinazzi, Latifi, who's P11, 1 point away, so close. Grosjean, Vettel, Stroll, and Albon. Yeah, 1:15. What a crazy lap. No, but he did have soft tyres. Like he pitted under the safety car. The race isn't next weekend, it's in 2 weeks and it's in Turkey, I think. I'm fairly sure. So yeah, get in there, Lewis, is the radio that I'm expecting now. Yeah, Mercedes have won the Constructors' Championship. Yeah, there was a get in there. Alright guys, so yeah, any likes and subscriptions would be very much appreciated. Yep, no worries, Akmad, and yeah, I shall see you guys in 2 weeks' time for qualifying in Turkey. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and likes and subscriptions would be appreciated very much. Have a great day. See you later. Bye bye.